Welcome on back in, ladies and gentlemen, and everything else. Today, there's a lot, like amplitude amounts of stuff. We have ninth inning program. We got Halloween stuff or spooky stuff. We got spotlight drop, lightning, retro lightning, weekend classic. And it's going to be a double upload today because they are going to be showing and releasing the AL and NL wildcard stuff later today. So we will probably have 2 uploads today. I'm excited for that one because more work for me, but it kind of will make things a little bit easier. So far in this first video, we'll talk about all the new stuff that's coming out, all the cards that you can get, and the goodies that are there. So if you want to keep up to date with all this stuff, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch, or not on Twitch, on Twitter, so you can see my dumb thoughts as I angrily talk about football and baseball. With all that being said, let's jump into this and show off all the goodies that MLB Show has given us today. All right, let's start off here on the calendar. So here, as you see there is one thing that I am horrified by. So today, ranked multiplayer program, all that stuff comes out on the 7th. The ALDS, NLDS to be determined, that starts Sunday. So do some math on it. Where it'll go. It is a max of 5 with, I want to say, 2 travel days. Is it 2-2-1? So 2 travel days. So really it'll be a week. So if it goes maximum, it'll be done Saturday, a week from tomorrow. Spooky program update also on the 10th. And then in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, 17th, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Extreme is back, aka My Living Hell. So this is all the fun stuff that has come out. Let's just dive into it because there is a lot to get to. Let's start off with the main program. Here, the XP reward path. So for the 9th inning, we start off here. Here are the cornerstone cards, the new cornerstone cards here. Johnny Bench, Tom Seaver, and Tony Gwynn. As always, we will show off their in training forms, essentially. Here's the 93 Johnny Bench. Again, are you going to use him? Probably not, but if you play BR, there you go. There are his numbers for him. 83, or 83, 85 right, 91, 72 left for the catcher, left fielder type. He's an all-star card. A lot of these are, I'm assuming, because all-star is the biggest pain in the neck to get. For that. Standout is the next one, a Tom Seaver standout card. Again, if you get him in BR, here you go. 4-seam slider, curve, sinker, circle change. There are some quirks for him if you're for those who are inclined. I'll show off the Johnny Bench ones. I don't think I did. Doesn't have pop time, I don't think. Oh, he does have pop time, so that would be helpful. His cornerstone card is pretty good. And last but not least is the Tony Gwynn. Max contact, 55 power versus left, 117, 65 versus right. Clutch is maximum. Defense is there. Speed, not so much. He's not a fast boy. There are his quirks. He's got a ton of quirks. Holy crap. But again, this is mainly for BR purposes only, not so much for regular Diamond Dynasty. And then you can get some of the ones you missed if you can, if you missed them along the way. So some packs and packs and packs and packety packs and packety packs. A lot of stuff. The first card you're going to get here is this Jock Peterson 2019 Retro Finest card. 118, 125, 104, 82. I think I heard that he had all his home runs against right-handed pitchers, which is hilarious. But Big Cock Jock is back. Pinch hitter extraordinaire. I love him on the bench. He's got some versatility with the first base and right field eligibility. Not too shabby of a card. And he's totally free, which is great. Headliners and some stuff. Now we get to the bosses. Here are your bosses. And you see one guy there alongside this voucher. For 25K. I mean, do what you will with that one. I don't think 25K is really worth it. That's just me. All right, let's start off with Andrew McCutchen. Andrew the Pirates McCutchen. 125, 107. 115, 125 versus left. Good fielder. Decent hitting skills. Probably not going to get him. I don't think my center fielder's locked and dialed in. It is Trout. No one is moving that man from that position. I know McCutchen's got a good swing, but I think you're kind of dumb if you don't necessarily go for Corey Seager. But if you want him as the second one, by all means, you can get him. I don't know how expensive he's going to be. He might be one you can just sneak upon and grab, but just saying. Second one. Christopher Sale, his Cy Young from last year. Slider, 4-seam, circle change, and sinker. His arm angle is gross. He's definitely one I think you should get 108. Everything that matters is above 100. 108 stamina, 114 hit per 9, 116k per 9. Clutch is 125. The control is there. The brake is godly there. His quirks, homebody, night stopper, pickoff artist, breaker, outlier. I think the angle's going to carry him. He's definitely a card I think you should get. And I think in terms of probably should get, I think Corey Seager's the winner of that one. Max against righties, 120, 109 versus left. Clutch is at a maximum as well. Fielding's adequate for shortstop. Everyone loves this guy's swing. People are going to lose their minds with him. He is end game shortstop. Get used to seeing this guy. He is a gross man. He is going to be playing a lot of shortstop for a lot of people, probably me included. And then this is the rest of the thing. You get the two bosses again, a home run derby and a full moon, because these boys are still very expensive, at least the last time I checked. Let's take a look at the mid rounds, because this is where I would say, yeah, they're still expensive, but they're going to drop. I think even these guys are still in the 1920s K range. And then the home run derby X, because again, these dudes are still extremely inflated. The main guys these base round dudes are coming down, but the mid rounds have not, I believe. So that this will help hopefully with these three guys, especially because this is the only card you're going to get of them. But Nick Swisher, still very expensive, so I assume this will help bring the stuff down, at least to a certain degree. Maybe it won't. I couldn't tell you, but that's what I'm curious about. Again, talking about the shop here, this is going to be, I think, goes one win away. This is still here, your World Series prediction, so make sure you get that. Make sure you get the Preston Wilson stuff and the rewind stuff if you missed anything. These haven't changed at all. And hilariously, he's now finally starting to drop. So if you really want a 99 Paul O'Neill, now's your shot. But there's other stuff we need to talk about. Let's go into the programs, because there is a lot to get into. We're going to start off here with the update to the Spooky program. Here's Spooky program. So this goes up till the 9th. On base with any play. So they're going to do this daily. These are easy missions. Get on base with any player, and then get on base again with Michael Young. So this will get 5 times any player. I would say just bully the computer bully the computer in some fashion. So you'll get Michael Young, get on base with him, and then you get the Bombs of Habit pack. Here's the Michael Young card. Max contact, 96 power versus right, 103 versus left. Clutch is 125. All of his stuff, pretty exceptional. He can play everywhere in the infield, which is really, really good. And high contact, high vision, high clutch. Quirks wise, not too shabby. Honestly, pretty stellar card here. He's free. He'll help the free-to-play team quite a bit. Going on down the list, an August Spotlight card. So if you haven't gotten Gary, now's your chance. These cards are also kind of cheap, but now this is going to make it really easy in a couple days to get Gary Sanchez. So that means, like, for someone like me now, I'm only having to buy one extra card, which will save me some stubs on the back end, which is cool. Then I can get that Gary Sanchez. Later on, down the road here, you're going to get a 99 John Franco, another lefty to help the pen, which we desperately need. Screwball, sinker, slider, four-seam, and circle change. There's the control. Lowest speed 87 on circle change. Not too shabby. He's probably going to be in a lot of people's bullpens in case they couldn't get Billy Wagner. He's a kind of a substitute for that. There's the break, and let's take a look at his quirks. Just homebody and night performer, so home games at night, he's going to be stellar. Attributes, again, he's a closer, low stamina, hitting K per 9 above 100, which is good. Clutch is also above 100. Velocity is kind of but hey, nevertheless, I lost my train of thought. But he might be a good little, like, break from, like, high velocity if you go in really hard. Now he come in soft. Could work. Keyword is could work. Possibly. Quite possibly. Maybe. Again, we talk about, today's September Spotlight pack. We'll go over the new cards, but you get a free one going through. So essentially meaning you'll get 2 of these packs, so you can get another. So if you get the one there, and you draw one, you can get the 3. There's a 3 for another one, so you get 4. You get the buy one to get Nolan. I wish Nolan counted, but we'll go over that in a second. This pack to me is the most intriguing one here. because you can get a Chipper Jones for free, who is a very expensive boy. It's any of these cards, so it looks like you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 25 chance to get a 99. Hell, yeah, I'll even count the 98. So let's say 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 25. Some of these cards I think are still going for a pretty penny. Maybe not. Cedric Mullins still expensive. Cedric's still expensive. Ronnie's 40K. A lot of these guys are in like the 40-ish K range. He's still expensive. That'll definitely drive his price down. As we go, Trae Young still might be kind of expensive. Yeah, Trae Young's still expensive. Mickey Mantle might have dropped. He did. So along from like a handful of cards, you're probably gonna make some kind of stubbage if you don't need them. Like Hank Aaron shot up like a rocket, but you have a fairly good chance of getting like a Chipper Jones, and that'll be a lot of stubs for some people, or you can just use them. I mean, choice is yours. Finally, way down the line, I think this is the 9th, is Cliff Lee. 4-seam sinker, cutter, circle change, knuckle curve on a retro-ish backdrop. 103 hit per 9, 112K per 9. Clutch is 96, pitch or 106. I'm sorry. There's Quarks, Homebody, Nightbody, and Breaker Outlier. There's the control, pretty darn good. And then there's the break, also pretty darn good. Sneaks in with the Phillies theme team. So, again, this is helpful. And the last two on the back end here is a Ball into Habit pack and the 20th anniversary cards. I don't know how much these are. But for me, I'm just going to sell it for some stubs because I have it done. So, throwing it out there. That's the update to that. Now, we slide over to the player stuff. There's 3 new cornerstones. Let's take a look at these guys. Cornerstone-wise, as you know, you see the missions. I suggest doing the stat missions with all-star cards. Just knock it out. Throw some Padres in there. Bada bing, bada boom. You'll be done in no time. And plus, there's 2 all-stars, so it'll help you knock down both. Actually, well, yes, it will, because the standout is the pitcher. So you should knock them out both. But here is the Tony Gwynn cornerstone. Max contact, 83 versus right, 85 versus left. Clutch is max. Very good speed on this card. Not too bad, I would say, for him. He'll have enough pop, and he'll fit into a Padres team pretty well. I don't see him a lot. I don't see him as necessarily God Squad material, but in terms of like making it work and fitting in the spot, he definitely has his place on the team. It seems like so. I think he'll have a spot. Again, worst case scenario, Padres team. If you're a Padres fan, you're probably in love with this card. Maybe. I don't know why I'm laughing. I got nothing. Johnny Bench, again, all-star missions with it. All-star series at home as catchers. It'll double dip, so that'll be good for that. I back when 21. Here's the Johnny Bench stuff. Johnny Bench's card. 117, 106, 111, 115 versus right and left. Great fielding. Can play both corner infields and outfield spots. Again, worst case scenario, he's your Reds theme team. I'm not the biggest Johnny Bench guy. Maybe you like his swing. I just don't. I don't think I've ever used him. He's had a ton of quirks: homebody, night blighter, unfazed, rally monkey, breaking ball hitter, dead red, fighter, situational hitter, and pop time. So he might be back there behind the plate for some, but maybe not all. Again, kind of depends on your situation. And last but not least is Tom Seaver. He is a standout card. So if you can find a standout pitcher, stats-wise, you just need 12 innings and 15K. So it'll take a little bit of time, but there's stuff where you can just grind it out. Make him the starting pitcher for the Conquest, and he'll be done. No problem. Because there's like 4 or 5. There's usually 5 games. Here's the Tom Seaver card. 4-seam sinker, slider, curve, circle, change. Max stamina, hit and K per 9. Could be higher on the hit per 9. Clutch is there. Is 109. Velocity is really good. His control, changeup's 87. We can deal with it. The break's okay. In terms of quirks, Road Warrior, Night Player, Pickoff Artist, and Breaker Outlier. I don't know if there's going to be a better Tom Seaver, but if there is, if this is sort of like the placeholder for something down the line, could be, it's fine. But I would assume there's a better one somewhere coming down the way. But at this point in time, we kind of don't know. So we'll play with what we got. All right, let's talk about the Spotlight program. So in terms of the Spotlight, here's what we're dealing with here. So we got a July any. So again, if you don't have Ken Griffey Jr., there you go. You got a free one here. I pulled one earlier, and I got another goddamn Lucas Giolito. So happy about that one. But they're also kind of cheap, so if you don't want to spend the subs, there's your go. Or there's your chance, I guess. Oh, you get 2 of them. Look at that. Aren't they helpful? Nat Savanson? Cardinals fans? Sinker, sweeper, cutter, 4-seam. He'll probably be stuck. He'll be in pins with the sinker, cutter. There's the control. Lowest is 88, highest is 77. Break, 96 is highest on his fastball. 32 stamina because he is reliever. 121 hit per 9. 116 K per 9. Pitching clutch is max. Velocity's up there. Breaks up there as well. Outlier 1, so his sinker will be going higher. He'll probably be 97 sinker, so not too bad. He gets stick into some pins, probably somebody's. I don't think unless it'll be mine, but I love bullpen help. Another July spotlight card. So again, getting closer to that Ken Griffey Jr. Gabriel Moreno is the next card you're gonna get. 125.92 versus right, 110.80 versus left. This guy was a utility player a couple of years ago. I don't know what the hell happened there, but go diamond behind the plate, good enough bat. Does he have the great perk? He does have pop time, unfazed fighter, and situational hitter. All pretty decent stats here for a free 99. And mind you, all these cards are 99. And again, we always say, I will continue to say this. Worst case scenario is what? He's a good team catcher. But I think he might have a little bit of play on a free play team. A nice little bat skin here. September spotlight. There's 2 of them. So that's kind of helpful. These are this is the repeats. So cross your fingers that you hit a good one there. Here's Kyle Bradish. Sinker, slider, 4-seam, curve, and a circle change. Stats, hit and K per 9 could be 108 and 113. Clutch is 110. Here are his quirks. He's just a day performer. There's the control change up. I guess you can live with it, but just be aware of that. And the break, not too shabby. But we'll see how much play he gets. It might not be a ton, but again, talk about theme teams. There you go. Spotlight drop 2, XP, and here's Brett Beatty. 125, 112, 104, 110 are his hitting stats. Clutch, max on the clutch. Defense is silver, but I think it'll be fine. Corks on him are just fighter. He had a very hot September. It's kind of sucks that he got hurt. The Mets might actually have been in the playoffs with him. Another pack, Spotlight drop 3, another home run derby pack, and then followed by Spencer Horwitz. Max against righties, 93-87 versus left. Clutch is 117, decent fielding. Helps Pirates team a ton. Shout out to Nutsy Poo. But he slugs. He can play second and left field. Not too shabby. At worst, he's a bench bat, and he has night player, unfazed, and pinch hitter. So there you go. Have him come off the bench. Let him pinch hit for you. He'll help you out a little bit there. Drop light, drop 4, which is this one. So we'll go over those cards here in a second. And then finally, you get a free 99 from it because these guys are also very expensive. And we'll show the retro lightning. You're going to want him. And last but not least, the card at the back end of this is Jake Magnum. 111.82 versus right. 125, 106 versus left. Clutch is max as well. Max speed, decent defense. He has a spot, again, at least on a Rays theme team. Maybe not your everyday outfielder, but he could get some steals for you. He has 0 quirks, which kind of sucks, but hey, what we gonna do? I tell you. All right, let's talk about the collection here because there are some cards in that collection. Again, the Lightning player here. The free Lightning player here is Jorge Polanco. Really good swing, 113, 103 versus right, 125, 117 versus left. Okay on the fielding. He'll be fine at second base. I sure as shit ain't playing him at third. In terms of quirks, there aren't any for him, but he has a free-to-play card, and I think his swing's pretty good. He'll fit at second base pretty well. An evil switch hitter to boot. So, as the guy who says shut up about it, I will continue to rant about it. Kidding. Let's take a look at some of the new guys here. So, we'll look at the pack here in a sec. Or they're down here. Ivan Herrera was one of the new ones. 103, 121 max versus left for the catcher. Can only play catcher. Quirks wise, night performer and table setter, but those are really good hitting stats. He could sneak in there if you really want him, or I would say play him off the bench, have him a backup catcher, or some weird situation. Romney Gonzalez is here as well. Max contact, 85 versus left, 107 versus right on the power. Max clutch. Use super utility player, always helpful. So can probably play everything kind of adequately. I wish his defense was or reaction was a little bit higher, but if you're in a pinch, it'll definitely help you for sure. Grant Taylor, 4-seam curve, cutter, slider, cutter and a slider. 118 hit, 125K. Clutch is also 125. Here's quirks, primary outlier 1 and 2. He's got it on the curveball, so that'll be interesting. There's the control, 81's being his lowest, and then the break, pretty max along the way. I'll go back and show Romney because I didn't show his quirks. Pinch hitter and table setter. There you go. The next one, Steven Kolick, starter, 4-seam splitter, or 4-seam sinker, cutter, slider, circle change. Geez Louise. 116 hit and stamina. Paper 9's a little low at 80. 105 pitch, and then 125 clutch. Control, pretty stellar, 92 being the lowest. Break, not too shabby either. His quirks here, he's got none. So keep that in mind. Last up, Kobe Mayo. 108, 125, 125, 106 for the first third baseman. Clutch is 104. His quirks, he's got none. So those are that. So again, collect 3, you get a free pack. So that that'll help you. They're kind of expensive, but if you pull 3, you're good. If you get 5, you get Nolan McLean. Thinker, sweeper, slurve, circle change, cutter, 107 stamina, 110 hit per 9, 118 K per 9, clutch 113, control lowest on the 74, high in 92, break disgusting, and then he has no quirks as well. And if you see it there's the creme de la creme, the best card in this is Ronald Acuna from his 40-70 season. 120, 125, 107, 125, max steal. Speed should be faster, but I'm not going to hold him to that one. And the clutch is 114. Good arm, good react. It'll be fine. Fortunately, he only has Rally Monkey, but upgrade that free whatever Speedway guy. He's here now. So there is that. I believe that is all for the most part here. There is Weekend Classic stuff. Let me see if those cards have been quote unquote discovered. I got to go to flashbacks. There we go. It was they're both milestone cards. I don't think they're here just yet. Oh, there's one. Zach Wheeler was one of them. Let me go back away again. 4-seam sinker, cutter, curve, circle change. Control, lowest on the IN is 88, 99's maximum, makes sense. And then break, 99's the highest, 82 being the lowest. Quirks wise, night player, stopper, outlier too, so it's on the sinker, breaker, outlier. For him on that one, he's probably gonna be some people's pick. I think the other one, this one right here, 99 Mickey Mantle is probably gonna be a lot of people's pick. His speed is 93. My fat head's in the way. But max on 3 out of 4 categories being righties. He's going to hit max 125, 116 versus left. Clutch is 125. He's a good card. I'll say that. I don't know if he might be better than Beltran, but I think he could stick him elsewhere for really, hell, right now he's in right field for me anyway. So Mickey Mantle being in left wouldn't be the worst thing on the God Squad. Make sure you play. Both of them are in Weekend Classics, so make sure you're playing that this weekend to get a shot at him. If you need them, and it'll help you towards John Don. So make sure you do all that stuff. But I think that is everything that has come out today. So, yeah. All right. So that's everything. We'll be back, though, later today once they drop the wild card stuff. They did show that one of the cards would be a Blake Snell card. So we'll see what that program looks like. I assume there'll be a Cam Schittler. Cam. We'll get a card more than likely for sure. That dude shoved last night, so I assume he's going to get a really good card. I hope it's really good. That all being said, let me know what's your favorite card. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? I think it was a pretty good drop. And there were some player updates, but I'll talk about those in the second video just to make it a little bit longer. So that being said, my name is Spect. I'll see you guys all probably in a couple hours when I record the next video for the playoff stuff. So have fun. Happy Friday. There's some other new games, so again, don't feel obligated. You have to play them with the show all weekend. I know, like, Digimon Time Stranger just dropped. That's what I'm excited for. Probably going to be playing that a little bit. But, hey, have fun this weekend. There's plenty of baseball. We're in playoffs, so enjoy. I will see you guys all again, probably in a couple hours. So until then, adios.